Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on what are high-value women. So, what are high-value women, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Wealthy women, in tandem with career women, are often deemed to be high-value women, simply because they are perceived as high-value women. High-value women have the latent potential to offer unprecedented value to the economy. Wealthy women can be altruistic, they can be philanthropic, they can be magnanimous. There are so many contributions they can make to the world if they choose to do so. They are at liberty to be a benefactor in other people's lives if they so choose to do so. Career women have the latent potential to attain profound success in their respective careers. They can ascend the corporate hierarchy. They can become upper-level managers or executives. The board of directors is willing to furnish the position of chief executive officer to them at the companies that they work for, and they can even become chief executive officers. Career women can also work as entrepreneurs. They can work in a multitude of disparate entrepreneurial capacities. Their income does not need to be fettered nor capped. It can be limitless. The earnings potential does not need to be tethered to their time. It can be boundless if they choose to work as entrepreneurs. Will they strategically, ceaselessly work hard 7 days per week in order to make an earnest, valiant attempt to become a dominant market competitor in the niche markets that they compete in as entrepreneurs? That is up to them to determine whether or not they believe that it is a warranted pursuit to attempt to become profoundly successful as entrepreneurs. So, high-value women are high-value women because they are perceived to be high-value women relative to other types of women. Furthermore, that does not denote that they have any more intrinsic value as human beings than any other types of women. If someone is not deemed to be a high-value woman, it does not mean that they have any less intrinsic value than someone who is deemed to be a high-value woman. So, a wealthy woman may have an affluent, luxurious, grandiose lifestyle, and her father may have bequeathed her substantial wealth to allow her to experience the accoutrements of a high life. If her father gives her substantial wealth, then she can become a wealthy woman. Not every woman is deemed to be a wealthy woman. Not every woman has a wealthy father. a woman is at liberty to become a high value woman, she can ascend the corporate hierarchy. She can become a highly knowledgeable, highly competent, and highly adept industry expert in her niche field of expertise. She can revamp her lifestyle. A high-value woman can provide tremendous utility to her company. She can benefit the world on a global scale if she chooses to become an entrepreneur and furnish her target market with products and services that assuage their unmet needs. There is so much value that a high-value woman can offer the economy, her target market, and even her family members. A high-value woman has the latent potential to generate substantial wealth, which can allow her to financially support her family members if she chooses to do so. A high-value woman may also have been gifted substantial wealth from her father, which allows her to provide her family members with a high standard of living if she chooses to do so. Can she assuage the needs, wants, and desires of her family members? Well, if she has substantial wealth, then she is able to do so. Wants, needs, and desires typically can only be assuaged if you have substantial wealth. Lamentably, much of my dismay, much of my consternation, much of my chagrin, much of my agony, much of my grief, and much of my distress, wants, needs, and desires are not free to assuage. A high-value woman can offer tremendous value to the world on a global scale if she chooses to do so. She can bring innovative product lines to fruition as an entrepreneur. She can bring innovative service offerings to fruition as an entrepreneur. She can also be altruistic, philanthropic, and magnanimous. There are plenty of positive contributions that she can make to the world if she chooses to do so. So, high-value women are often deemed to be wealthy women and career women. Any woman has latent potential to become a high-value woman. Will they transcend? Into becoming a high-value woman? Or will they desist, abstain, and refrain from doing so? Most people prefer to not work in any capacity, and most people do not work in any capacity. It is cumbersome, strenuous, stressful, and agonizing to work, which is why most people are reticent about working in any capacity. However, if you want to actualize your latent potential, then you're more than likely going to need to work to be able to facilitate actualizing your latent potential. There is so much value that each and every person can offer to the world if they so choose to do so. It's easier to be lackadaisical, indolent, inactive, passive, and sedentary than it is to make an earnest, valiant, diligent attempt to become profoundly successful as an entrepreneur. You can be a benefactor in many people's lives if you so choose to do so. As a pioneer of your own destiny, you forge your own pathway in life. And hopefully you can do more in your life than just live a self-indulgent life. Hopefully you can make positive, profound contributions to the world on a global scale that help to elevate the standard of living and help to assuage unmet needs among your target market. Entrepreneurs are able to change the world. High-value women and high-value men have the autonomy to beneficially change the world if they so choose to do so. So, the products and services that high-value women produce can offer tremendous utility to their target market. If they produce meritorious, worthwhile products and services. I hope that you deem this video to be fascinating, enthralling, insightful, engrossing, captivating, riveting, and mesmerizing. In life, you should do everything in your purview to be able to reach your overarching goals, reach your higher aspirations, and manifest an abundant, prosperous, auspicious, and blissful future for yourself into reality. Cultivate an abundance mindset. Embrace an optimistic outlook on life. Harbor a higher positive to negative thought ratio. Expunge inimical, insalubrious thoughts from the chasms of your mind, and do everything in your purview to thrust your life into a forward moving trajectory. You can transcend into becoming a high-value woman. You can live a fulfilling, meaningful, exciting, exhilarating, inspirational, eventful, meritorious, interesting life if you so choose to do so. You can be exemplary to others. Other people may want to aspire to be like you. You can set forth the precedent of how to live your life. You can provide products and services to your target market that offer tremendous utility. There's so much value that each and every person can contribute to the world if they so choose to do so. Most people abstain, desist, and refrain from doing so because it is easier to be indolent, sedentary, inactive, lackadaisical than it is to be highly productive. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing as well as informative. Will you become a high-value woman, or will you desist from doing so? That is up to you to decide. You are a pioneer of your own destiny. You forge your own future, and you tread down your own pathway in life. Once again, I hope that you deem this video to be enthralling and insightful. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.